Hello? Hello? Bonjour? Who do we have here? Hello, Rocket. How are you? You a good little girl? Hey, welcome to the channel. This is called the Faux Chateau. If we casually look around the room, it's a little chateau-like. Some people think it looks more like an antique shop, but there you go. There are some nice little vignettes. I've been an avid collector of furniture for some 40 years, and the rest I do myself. This is an average family home, 120 square meters on a lot in the middle of a small town, and there's nothing very special about the house at all. But because I've always wanted to own a chateau, and my wife would always like to have lived like a chatelaine, we decided, didn't we, little girl? Yes, that we'd create our own little chateau. And we are busy working on it. Little things here and there. Way too much furniture in one room. Unfinished paneling. You'll see one side doesn't match the other. The cornices, just pieces I'm working on. The ceiling actually has holes in it, just like an old chateau that needs restoring. And pieces of furniture. The middle one of which I only just recently bought. I got outbid for its matched pair at an auction that sold for $4,800. And then I managed to get this one that nobody wanted because it was rather shabby looking for $1,200. But there you go. I've now restored it, given it some life and color, and that's how it is. But if we look around, there are things that are being worked on. Say hello to a remnant of the Halloween party we had recently. Things I'm proud of achieving, things unfinished, things out in the garden that are really quite something. And yes, clear light, which must go at some stage and be replaced with glass. But all in all, it's a rather unusual house. I was clearing out the cupboards and came across a whole lot of old porcelain of my great aunts. Don't know what to do with it. Might give it away. Carpet is really, really gorgeous. I picked up that on a travel to Egypt. We do collect things. There are some beautiful things in our home. One of the nicest is this copy of a harpsichord that's in the museum in Washington, D.C. It's from the 1680s, and it was rather plain, so I painted a naive painting on the interior of it. I felt like doing that. These pieces, apart from the unfinished ceiling, this one doesn't have any holes, but there's an old vent that must go. It was replaced some 7 years ago with a humongous, it does heat the house well, but a humongous air conditioning system, which is no fun at all. And the house is populated with my own paintings, two of which you see there, the lion and the squirrel, and Egyptian art that we quite like, and a box from Portugal, and other pieces that we really do like. Lord Citrine's chairs, that is the pair on either side, which I recovered. Also faux fur, because we don't want real dead animals in our house. The only animals we want are the little live ones. What are you doing down there? Hey, gorgeous. Oh, yeah. What are you up to? It's not a nice day outside. But if you see the different pieces of furniture in the house, basically I've bought one a year, whatever I could afford at the time, whether I was in work or out. Standard job, ordinary person, but I've just bought something every now and again that I thought was quite stunning. And when we actually get some of the rooms finished in our house, this will be spread out a lot and looking a lot less like an antique shop. As you can see, very ordinary front door. When you go outside, you'll find it a very ordinary house. But we have pretensions to live in something like this. That would be nice. In the meantime, however, we just live with what we have. This we call the Italian settle. Just love it. And you'll notice on it is some very unusual books. These books have been chopped through the middle, chopped in half, glued down the edge. Now, why would that be? That's because what I'm working on currently is this very unusual door. The door was the door to the garage. And as you can see, it was an ordinary door. And it was inset. And it was ugly. And I've replaced the other doors in the hallway with some panel doors that were not expensive. But this one I've decided to put a faux bookcase on the front. It's very shallow. There's not a lot happening. But once the books start to go in, the half-cut ones at the front, and a full-cut one there, and some other half-cut ones. Then there's an area in the middle where full books can go, and you can pull them out and read them if you want. But once it's all done, and I'll show you, that's today's project, we will have this beautiful bookcase in the hallway that opens the door into the room of requirement. Could be the room of enchantment, but basically it's the old garage for the property, and it's full of yet to be used furniture.